Hi again, class. I'd like to share a bit more information with you about the informative speech, which you will be doing via an online YouTube video. So the informative speech has a purpose of informing your audience about a selected topic that is new or unfamiliar. So when we're thinking about an informative speech, we want to talk about something we care about, right? Like we've read about in our book, but you also want to make sure that it's a topic that is focused enough to find enough information on the topic. So if you want to know more about figuring out what type of topic to find, go check out my mind map video where I explain how you can use a tool called a mind map to help you hone in on a topic. So for example, you might be thinking about, okay, I really care about the environment. That's a great topic. However, to fit it into our time length of 6 to 8 minutes, you'll have to make sure that you have a specific area about the environment to share about. So you might think environment, okay, I care about rivers and I care about water and animals that live in the river. Okay, cool, that's great. Let's maybe focus on a specific animal that lives in the river, maybe fish, and you can talk about how pollution hurts the fish and how fish play a very important role in the environment in general, and how rather than persuading people to change their behavior about the environment and fish, it's informing them of what happens in the environment, what happens to fish, who the fish will serve as food, or whatever that looks like. So if you need help with that, let me know. But let's get into the meat of this speech. So it's going to be a 6 to 8 minute speech, which you will record either of yourself doing a speech with live audience members, both over the age of 18, or you'll do it on Zoom and do a screen recording where I can see you and your at least two audience members. So you're going to inform our class about something that's new or unfamiliar. You're going to research a draft and extemporaneously deliver an informative speech via a recorded YouTube video presentation. So extemporaneous, we've learned about it in our book, but just as a reminder, it's somewhere between memorized and impromptu. So essentially what you're doing is you're creating yourself an outline of basic notes. It's not a script where you're reading it line by line. It's basic notes to remind you about what you've prepared to talk about. So you are going to conduct that speech using whatever topic you choose, organize the research into coherent main points, of course, deliver the speech in a clear manner, and using the structural elements of a cohesive speech, which we've gone over in our readings. So with this YouTube video, it'll be 6 to 8 minutes in length. I want you to know that I do have a little bit of wiggle room. As long as you're 30 seconds under or within 30 seconds over, I count it as on time. Now, if you're under 5 minutes and 30 seconds or over 8 minutes and 30 seconds, you will begin to lose points at that point. Now, I care about your topic. I want to hear what you have to talk about, but a huge part of learning to speak in public or even hone in on skills that you already have is to make sure you stay within time constraints. That's going to be important wherever you are in the world, wherever you use these skills. So the first thing you're going to do is select the research topic. The second is you're going to conduct your research. Obviously, maybe I know a lot about, dancing, for example. That's great because I've danced my whole life, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I know academic research about dance. So what I will do is go into the MiraCosta website, and you have to use at least 5 credible sources. Now, there are peer-reviewed journal articles. There's tons of important stuff like that. You could absolutely use academic journal articles. However, I'm also open to you using other sources that are credible. Wikipedia, unfortunately, is not a credible source. However, if you go on Wikipedia, sometimes at the very bottom, you can find other sources to kind of help guide your research. But you want to go with people who are experts on the topic. So 5 credible sources. You can review. I have a library page on Canvas that can give you reminders about how to navigate the library's website and the databases there. All sources must be cited in APA style on your outline. That APA style guide is also available in our library page. It's very important. You'll need to cite them verbally during the speech as well, so letting me know where you got your information. Finally, you'll have to select an audience that will attend your speech. Obviously, there's the Zoom speech. You introduce them in the video, or you have them in person. You'd also introduce them. The very last thing is you're going to record it and upload to YouTube as a public video. Now, if you do it as a private video, I'm sure you've done the assignment, but I can't watch it. So in order to earn credit, you must make it a public video. If you do not make it a public video, I'll have to not assign you credit, and that would strongly hurt your grades. So please make it a public video. You will not get credit for the speech if it is not public. So there's a point breakdown in the speech. It's 75 points total for the speech itself, and then 25 points for your outline. So do your outline. Do your outline and follow my instructions for it. That's already 25% of the grade that you've got there. So I do 10 points for the introduction, 25 points for the body, 10 points for the conclusion, 15 for verbal delivery, and 15 for nonverbal. When we talk about verbal, that is using language that is appropriate for the classroom, that is constructing your sentences in a logical way that makes sense. And then the other half of that is nonverbal. So that looks like your tone of voice. That looks like the eye contact you're making with your audience members. That looks like maybe hand gestures, as you see me doing right here. Even though I'm not like fully in front of you standing, I'm able to use hand gestures to support what I'm saying. And then you've got your audience members. So that's 25 points. So sorry, I misspoke. So it's 75 points for the speech, 25 points for the audience members, and then separately you will earn points for the outline. So let's add on to that. Let's pop back and talk about the outline. So when you look in your modules, you'll notice there's something that says informative speech outline template. So I've made it easier for you. I actually created a template that you can just go in and plug in your information. It's got all of your main points that you need to fill out. When I'm seeing this informative speech outline, what I want to remind you of is this is not a script where you write every sentence out. Instead, this is an outline where you can put little words or brief phrases. I don't really want to see any complete sentences in here, because with an extemporaneous speech, you should be prepared to know the topic and not need to read it. You might just need reminders. So with that informative speech template, you can use that document exactly. Now, in order to prepare for the speech, I do require that you do a informative speech draft outline. So you'll take that outline template that I've given you, you will fill it out, and I want to see at least 50% of it completed. That's how you can earn super easy credit on that. So the informative speech draft outlines due first when you first learn about the speech, and then later when your speech is actually due to be uploaded, you're also going to complete an outline that's worth 25 points. So in total, the speech itself is worth 100 points, 75% for your performance, 25% for your audience members, and then an additional 25 points for your outline. On top of that, for every speech, we do a reflection where you think about what you did well, what you can work on based on what we're learning in class. So make sure to complete that as well. And then finally, once you've done your speech, you've uploaded, or I'm sorry, not uploaded. Well, you've uploaded it to YouTube. Then you've taken the link for the video and put it in the, not the chat, a discussion post, so you can see one another's videos. You'll watch some classmates, I believe it's 2. Let me double check that it's 2. Oh, 3 presenters. So you'll watch 3 different videos and give 3 to 5 sentences of feedback. And when I talk 3 to 5 sentences of feedback, I'm not just going, oh, it was nice. They talked about a cool topic. I liked it. No. I want to see 3 to 5 sentences of information that connects with our course concepts, shows that you're learning about the topic and that you're taking time to critically think about what they're doing and assess it. So that's a lot of information about what's going on with this speech, but I'm really excited to hear what you choose. Don't forget to contact me if you have any questions about honing in on your topic. But I'm here for you, and I look forward to seeing your speeches soon.